So we're going to do a little drive, 1 lap, 1 drive, 1 crown, and Scott.
When we're done, yours and mine will be gone.
Gone?
Gone.
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I'll have more time listening. I'll have more time listening because you'll be the one telling us the stories. But first off, thank you for coming on to this. I think we're going to have fun here tonight.
Yeah, it'd be fun. I enjoy it.
All right, let's take a little sip here. We got to start off here really quick.
Yes.
So how did you get started drinking this Crown stuff?
Cheers. I used to drink CC a little bit. Then I caught this. It's much better.
Could be a long ride for me. All right, here we go. Scott, before we get started, Eldora Speedway, 2014 World 100. I was actually watching it the other day. I mean, the post race, you're talking about Earl Baltus. He was there for it. It was his last World 100 ever, too. And man, oh man, just describe how Earl just created this vision and Tony Stewart led it. But how awesome was Earl to you? And just describe to the younger crowd at home what he was like.
You know, there was nothing like Earl, you know, and it's kind of, you know, you look back at even racing in the elder days and the characters, and whether it was NASCAR or dirt racing, you know, just some of the old characters. But Earl, I mean, to have the vision that he had to build this place that is still really second to none in dirt racing. The track, the raceable condition, the width, just the bank. His vision was so awesome. And his drainage is what I was impressed with too. We were underwater here once in the pits, and the tires were floating away. The rotor was all the way getting into trailers, and it was an hour later, it was gone, and they were getting ready to race. So, I mean, you can't say enough for Earl and what he's built here.
All right, so we're going to stop at certain points of the racetrack where some memorable moments happen. We're in turn 1 and 2, heat 5. You take the green. It's dry as can be in 3 and 4. You go into 1 and 2. It's like a monsoon. Just describe that sequence. Probably something we'll never see again.
Dennis Earp Jr. Oh, Zero slides up the track and into the wall. The rain falling on the speedway. All of a sudden, a shower hits the racetrack.
We'll stop here and talk about it a little bit. We can get some shots up here, too.
Yeah, I mean, it was just unbelievable. I'm thinking, because we didn't really even feel the water on our shield until we hit the glass. And I'm thinking, you got to be kidding me. And you know, I didn't realize it, even though we ended up winning that heat race still, but the car was bent. We did hit hard enough, it bent the car, and yeah, it's just another one that got away, you know, even though we've won, I guess, 8 of these things, and, you know, the ones that get away are the ones you don't forget.
Yeah.
Many call him the GOAT. He's on the front row for the 25th Dirt Late Model Dream Dustin. Scott Bloomquist wins Heat 5. And he does what he usually does. Uh-oh.
There's no green light, guys. There is no green light.
All right, so we're going to continue this, but a couple fans came up to me. I said I was doing this. They want to know, where were you on Wednesday? What took you so long to get here?
Well, that's a new car. We ended up a little bit light on help, and me and Russ ended up just working, and I ended up working really a week around the clock. I didn't, you know, one thing people don't realize is when you are off, or when you've had the last season or two like I have because of my accident.
Yeah.
You know, really been unemployed almost because I haven't taken in much money, and we were really down to a point where barely had the money to get the things we needed to finish the car. You know, it costs a certain amount of money just to exist and to keep the lights on and everything going at your shop. And, you know, I was just kind of hanging loose, waiting and trying to get a little bit of money, you know, built up to be able to get the stuff we need to finish. So, you know, it's not like we could have just went to work sooner and been ready sooner.
No. He wants to get us back.
We still needed some things for the car, and but we did work extremely hard. Went around the clock the last day, and just it's not because we were messing around. It's not because I didn't want to be here. And you know, the one thing about it, we put some new things on the car that I wanted to test, and I thought actually had heard should be better, was not better. That ended up it wouldn't matter if we'd have run the race, we wouldn't have ran well, because what went on the next night was from some of the new things we had on the car, and we had to board ship and move on.
All right, we're stopping here for the backstretch, Eldora Speedway, USA. Is this one of your favorite tracks of all time?
It probably is my favorite racetrack. You know,
Why is it that you and Eldora just both have mystique? It's just like these forces that constantly going like this. They're like magnets, but they won't move.
It's bizarre. I really can't tell you. It's one of those things. It's in the stars, I guess. You know, it has been that way from the start. You know, I almost left first time I came here and went race somewhere else. I stayed. We won the race. I think I'm the only person to ever win the rookie trip here. That makes it extremely special to me. But the track is better now than then. It wasn't. You couldn't race from top to bottom then like you can now. It is gradually. It's improved. It's gone through a lot of different phases, a lot of different dirts, different tire stuff. You know, tires act different right now than they ever have, and it's such a challenge. And there's always the best here, and I like to race it all the best at the same. You know, get everyone together. Let's see who's got it going on. You know, and then the fans are extreme. I'm pretty sure we still get the most boos, and I think people might be feeling sorry for me a little bit here lately.
I swear, if you make a big run, possibly win this,
they
would cheer for you. They will burn it down.
I think the ones that hate you will be cheering.
For sure. I think it'd be becoming a full circle thing. I got to ask you though, one of my biggest heartbreaks for you was the chrome car year. I mean, you had a great looking car, you unloaded it, you were with CNN. Just discuss that night a little bit. That was chaos in itself, and it was probably just a heartbreaking thing because it was your 25th year at the Big E, CNN, and just
you know, it was insane actually, and it was just because someone that was helping me finish the car, and again, for some reason, we're always thrashing at the last minute, but the right front support for the fender flare and plastic and stuff was riveted on with aluminum rivets, and when you hit the ground, they sheared and the plastic tore off, went under the tire, and it became a skid, just skid right into the wall. We probably could have fixed the car and continued racing, but I think the guy that was right in front of me made a full lap around just to be sure it hit me.
Yeah, so
I think that's what happened.
The only video they had was like some regular person with a camcorder that they put in that show, the CNN thing.
Oh, he hit me.
It was a long time.
Hard.
Did you know? Okay,
I didn't get. I mean, I knew I wasn't going to get out. I was thinking of getting out. Like I thought everyone had gone by. And the guy that was in front of me made a full lap, come around and just hit me, never cracked. I thought, mother, you know, but. That was the most. It was very deflating. We tried to turn it around a little bit. I did go up in the stands and hang out in my section that people buy seats in and hang out and try to make the best of it. But yeah, CNN had been at our place.
That was probably cool experience.
It was a good,
time,
yeah. Those guys were really cool, and they always said they wanted to come back and said it was the most fun they ever had.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure your place was immaculate then, just as it is now. As we go down the backstretch here into 3 and 4, what's it like when you get those ovations during driver intros? You see you go on the track for the first time, you just hear the Bloomquist Nation going bananas. Do you still get chills like that, or is it just another day in the office for you?
No, you know, and no matter what anyone says, it's better than hearing crickets.
Yes, that is for damn sure. That is for damn sure. Why do you think they're so polarizing? That half and half, you have like that Earnhardt effect.
You know, and especially at this racetrack, you know, there's been a couple of things, like if we go back to turn 1, if we do another lap, and I'll tell you a few things you might consider that you might, I don't know if you saw or didn't see, but we were here, and I was running 3rd, and Hewitt was 2nd, and we came, and the leader, well, Hewitt lifted a little early, and I was on the wood, and I wasn't about to lift, and I hit him. I didn't mean to hit him, just like Bill Fry's deal. I didn't mean to hit him. I was going to drive in 3 cars deeper. Didn't know he had a 4-wheel drive car, and he was going to the bottom. And he lifted early, and I was on the floor, 3-wheel brakes, couldn't stop, hit him, and Hewitt spun out. Fry spun out.
Oh.
Hewitt's very popular here.
Yes.
And Fry it didn't matter if he was popular or not. I wasn't, so it made it pretty exciting.
It didn't matter what. All right, we're getting close to arguably one of the greatest passes of all time on your own expense. The Burkoffer pass.
That wasn't a pass. I had lifted.
Okay.
That white flag came out for me, and they pulled it back for him.
Yes.
White flag, no, they pull it back.
So describe your part of it. We always hear Berkey's side. What happened exactly?
What was his side? He just passed me?
He just passed you.
What do you mean? So I just waited the last lap to lift and slow down?
That's his story.
Well, I mean, so I didn't slow down? I mean, look at the lap time.
Look at the lap
It
time.
was way slow.
So that's like the thing is you even hear Ozzy say it in the, the race. He's saying, "Oh, the white flag." No, he pulls it back. So
yeah,
obviously
I saw the white, so I didn't even look for the checkered. But then he goes by after I thought the checkered came out, and I'm like, oh, man, I better get back in. I swear I thought that was the last lap, but maybe not. So I went ahead and because he was still racing hard. I'm thinking, why is he racing so hard? Yeah, maybe because who knows? And I tried and I almost got back by him, but still, I'm thinking, surely not. And then I come around and I see waving the checker, and I'm like, 2 whites? Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Because I didn't look for the second white.
What did you say to Earl? What was your exchange with him afterwards?
There was nobody giving up no first white footage, or nobody admitting no first white.
Yeah.
It was just the way it was, I mean, it's like the last lap at Knoxville, Iowa, Burkoffer and myself. I broke a drive shaft.
Yeah.
Coasted for a second. It wasn't no miracle Burkoffer pass. I mean, he hadn't had the miracle Burkoffer season or races that he thinks.
Yeah. So it's like always on your.
Don't mean to say nothing derogatory, Brian, but absolutely didn't have those 2 miracle passes.
Yeah, he did not. All right, you're first. Yeah, because you can hear Ozzy obviously say it right then and there. Hey, look out. So.
Yeah.
I mean, how's the back feeling?
Back is better,
Back's better?
I ended up. I had a series of 3 shots in my back, or it's like they call them epidurals, but they're not really. They're a little different. And I realize now those are really for people that are in extreme pain. And I'm not in pain, but I just have some numbing problems so they didn't do me any good. But my X-ray shows where my lower back is shifted back, and I've been laying on something hard trying to get it to move back ahead. That has actually helped. Steve Saber's helped me by looking at my stuff and telling me I need to work on that. He said he thinks he could fix me if he had me for a week. I don't know if it'd take a week, it might take 3.
Yeah.
But I'm definitely better than I've been for a while.
There's no green light. There's no green light. 25 pounds light. He's 25 pounds light at the scales. 25 pounds light.
Yep. All right. So now we have to do this.
Oh boy.
Yeah. I mean, we can't do a Scott Bloomquist interview at Eldora without going through the famous scales. I think they might as well call this the Scott Bloomquist one.
Well, these scales they should call that because I think these scales are here because of me.
Yes, they are. That is true. I mean, that
and they built by and they should be here. The way they were doing it before for this racetrack and to have 4 scales dug in 4 dirt holes in the ground, and then I did that at first. Then the last scale that was here that I got thrown out on, I went home after that and just fire suit up, car just the way we were, scaled my car, and I was overweight. I was so disappointed because my scales are certified grain scales, and I was just thinking, man, this is just total bullshit. And so I called the state of Ohio, and it just so happened the woman that worked for the weights and measures was a fan of mine years ago.
Oh, you're American icon, you're folklore. So.
I'm thinking, right, here we go, and she actually brought her stuff here and checked their scale. They allowed it. They could have told her just to F off, but they allowed her to do it, and found that by placing the weights in different positions, the scales varied like 40 to 60 pounds. So just the fact, I might have had a lot more left side weight and left rear weight or something that other guys, well, when she put the weight there, there, it had a huge difference. So just how your weight was placed in your car had an effect on the scales. And so the scales basically, and they weren't certified. So really, you're supposed to have things certified. It's happened more than once to me, though. It's really...
Actually, fun story. 1999, my first ever World 100, you got DQ'd for being too light in the heat race as well.
Yeah, I mean, I think, and the sad part is there's been times it's been 2 to 3 pounds.
Yeah, the worst part of it all. Which anything like the margin of error, like you're saying.
Normally, in anything to do with money and things, they give a 2% tolerance in the world, and in every type of thing that they weigh for money being paid, and there's no tolerance, that's their rule. This is their house. You got to go by it. But now they have a scale that's spot on, and at least that came of it.
All right, but before we get to the favorite spot, Victory Lane, I would ask you, one of the most bonkers bananas nights of my life. The show is over, put me in the tail to lap the field. The 2014 Lexan window net. That was a wild night too, just to come back from the tail. That was a crazy night, wasn't it?
It was, it was bizarre,
You were lap the field.
When I went to, well, yeah, no doubt. When I went to the tail, the cars ahead of me were racing too wide, and I didn't pass a car for 10 laps, I think. I mean, it was like, get a little anxious, but I knew better because I knew I had a car that could still win the race. And the funny part about it, I had tested that window at 3 different racetracks. And by having it up, made my car turn just a little better. And I'd been tight all weekend, and I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna put the window up. Right? And just put it up. Well, now I was actually turning a little too free and taking it down or giving it to them. My car was actually a little better. So that made it easier to come from the back, and made it even sweeter.
All right, now we got to go to the best spot. Your favorite spot. We're right
we haven't had another drink.
Yeah.
Stop the press.
Stop the pre. We'll take a quick one before we go to his favorite spot.
Here we go.
Ooh. Put some hair on your chest, Scott.
And we're going to finish it when it's over.
All right. All right. Victory Lane. Probably the best feel in the world. And we're at the World 100.
It feels awesome.
You've won a lot of dreams, a lot of worlds. How badass is it when you hear those boos, when you hear those cheers, you get out of Victory Lane, whether it's the dream, the World 100, is it? Even when Kyle Busch won, I mean, that was your car too, so that had to be pretty cool as a car owner.
Yeah.
Is it pretty fucking sweet?
Yeah, it's really just pulling up here right now.
Get you the chills a little bit.
It gets you a little, yeah, it does. It makes you feel like, man, this is where you need to be, This is the place to be. It's where everybody wants to be. No matter what races you've won, if you've not won the World 100, you have no idea what it feels like.
That is damn true.
And I mean, it doesn't matter what other race, you don't know. And it feels different. And because the race has got such history, and the list of winners is not very long, and it's kind of like the dream. You look at that, and I don't know, I haven't really looked recently, but to have won it 8 times.
You've won it 8, over 10 second, 4. Third.
Okay, so there you go. Yeah. And that's tough.
Yeah.
And I've had, there's like, I was checked out the one Mars won, and the fuel pump belt broke. The first one I had a flat with 3 to go. I mean, there's about 4 or 5 more that I had in the bag.
How many seconds have you had?
Well, the seconds are the World 100s. I think I had 10 of those. That was the most depressing thing about the World 100 for a while. After winning the early ones and then going for a drought, man, it was definitely the second. It's like, you got to be kidding me. But you run second enough, you learn how to get to Victory Lane, so.
My final question, can we see one more magical run at Big E? I feel like this place has so much aura to it. Can we see Scott Bloomquist?
Oh, you're going to see more than one.
More than one?
You will see more than one.
So I'm going to set the over-under for Vegas odds, 1.5. I know you like to gamble.
I'm saying that. Who knows what's going to happen here tomorrow? I'm just saying, before my career's over, you will see more than one.
Oh my gosh, that'd be epic. Scott, this is probably the greatest interview I've ever done. This is the most fun I ever had. Thank you for coming on. One ride, one crown. I kind of did decent, but you take bigger gulps than I do, so I don't know if I'll be able to.
You're hanging pretty good. You look at that. So
yeah,
you're hanging tough.
Yeah, but you're talking way more. I should have more of it done. But
hey, while we're drinking here, I want to toast Ed Petroff. I want to toast all my sponsors. I want to toast Hot Rod Septic. I want to toast.
It's the shit.
It is the shit, and just everyone that's been a part of my race program, from Hoosier Tire to Weld Wheels there's so many great people behind me. Go Lithium. It's tough. Vic Hill's doing our engines. We worked with him in the past. Just everybody that's part of our program now and has stuck with me, especially, like I said, especially Ed Petroff. I have a hard time asking people for anything. When I was younger, my old man, if I asked for anything, I wanted a set of skateboard wheels. And once when I was a kid, he said, how you get those? You get a job.
Ooh, hey,
so
good words of wisdom there.
And he's right. And I have a hard time asking people to help and to do things for me. But these people that have stuck with me, I just cheers to them.
Hey, magical night, the Big E, Crown, having a good time with Scott Bloomquist.